everybody, my name is Marissa. I am a registered dietitian and certified personal trainer, and today we are going to be looking at Mila Kunis's What I Eat in a Day video from the Harper's Bazaar. Now, before I get the "you're copying Abby Sharp" comments, just want you to know, as of filming this today, it is October 15th. She has not made a video reacting to this What I Eat in a Day, so I am ahead of her by a couple days, hopefully, we'll see. Also, we are, yes, both registered dietitians, but I'm sure we have different perspectives, we have different personalities. I am not going to be a carbon copy of her content whatsoever. I just thought that this would be really fun to try out. I gained the most of my traction on this platform by doing influencer workout reviews. You should go watch them because they were pretty entertaining, but I got bored of it. I didn't find them fun anymore, and I dedicated my life more to nutrition. So now I'm gonna react to something else. So let's get started.
Hi, I'm Mila Kunis, and this is Everything I Eat in a Day. When I first wake up in the morning and I open my eyes, I get up because I have to get my kids ready for school. I gotta get their lunches ready, I gotta get their breakfast ready. So I like to brush my teeth, tinkle, enter kitchen, start process. The first thing I eat when I wake up is coffee.
Okay, that is realistic. That coincides with the majority of the American population, so I'm not gonna get mad at that whatsoever.
I do have a very specific way that I like my coffee. Oh, but it's gonna make me sound like whatever. I like drip coffee, like old school drip coffee, nothing fancy. But my creamer, I'm very specific about. This is not an ad. It's not even organic, okay? People, don't get mad at me. It's Silk Oat Milk Creamer, and they have two flavors. They have vanilla or oatmeal cookie. I like the vanilla Silk Oat Milk Creamer. Very specific, and here's why. Because I got my frother from Amazon, and I pour my creamer in, and I froth my creamer, and it becomes beautiful and delicious and vanilla-y and sweet, and then I pour my morning coffee in there, and it is wonderful.
I don't even drink coffee, but that sounds delightful. It's okay to have coffee before you have anything else. For some people though, caffeine can be a gut irritant, so if you notice that your stomach gets kind of upset, it would be better to have it alongside your meal or to find a replacement or an alternative. It depends on the person, but I understand that it does become such a ritual.
I don't eat first thing in the morning, and I don't know when that shifted because I used to, and now I kind of wait until 2 hours after I have my coffee, so call that, let's say I have coffee at 6:30, take the kiddos to school, whatever, do that whole thing, I'm back at 8:30. I probably eat around 9:30.
That's not weird. Now, because a lot of people too just aren't hungry at 6:30 in the morning. When you're a mom and you're taking the kids to school, like that comes first, so you can often forget to eat as well. So then it becomes part of your routine to eat later in the morning, but eating around 8:30, 9:30 is not abnormal. So far, so good. I haven't heard anything about cleanses or green juice, which I usually think is a staple part of these Harper's Bazaar interviews, so we'll see, we'll keep going.
Typical breakfast sometimes is the leftovers that my children didn't eat from the morning, and I have this thing against wasting food, and so I'll eat like their leftovers, which isn't always satiating, so I'll always finish it off with like avocado toast that I make myself. When I make my own avocado toast, I like to make sure to grab bread that I have. So whatever I have is what we're using, and a lot of times it's something healthy because, again, I have children, and so you try to do as much as you can. So it's like a Dave's Killer Bread, right? Like we have one of those, and so it'll be like some whole grain bread with like nuts and things and texture and crunch. So I grab that. More times than not, I'm running late, so I don't have time to toast it, but let's go with the theory that I have magic time. I toast it. I then grab my avocado, I cut it, scoop it, I'll smash it, and then sometimes I like to put a little everything but the bagel seasoning on top of it. And then if I'm feeling extra feisty, I might put an egg on it.
That is a very nice, well-rounded breakfast, especially with the egg on there. I like that she brought up that she has children. She's just trying to do everything that she can while not making it like so overly obsessive, because if you saw my last video on the Kardashians, there is a way to parent dieting into your children's lives very accessibly. So I like that she's just like, we do what we can, and I have a whole grain bread with nuts and seeds, so they're getting healthy fats along with the carbohydrates, lots of fiber. I love avocado toast. It's a beautiful thing. I'm glad that she has something solid for breakfast. I feel like that just fills you up better than just having some juice for breakfast and gets you through the day. And I can also tell that so far she is honoring her hunger when she used the example that she eats her children's leftovers, but she's often not satisfied from that. So she continues to make her own breakfast.
I sometimes do like, this will make no sense, but I'll do like 2 eggs over easy. And then I'll do like a piece of toast, and then I'll put like little dips on them. And sometimes it's hummus, and sometimes I don't know, I like tzatziki. It's whatever, like little salads, like whatever I have. So normally I work, so I then go and I plop myself down in front of a computer nowadays, and then we Zoom. Maybe if I'm lucky, I go grab something to eat, like a fruit or string cheese, but more time than not, I don't have that time. Somehow, lunch surpasses me by. Now, my husband and I are working at home, and so if one of us doesn't have an afternoon something or other, the other one grabs food for the other person. So we'll mishmash something together out of the fridge, leftovers, let it be, or something small and quick. Even like a protein smoothie. Like, I do have, there's like a service that comes and delivers smoothies to your house. It's frozen, you put it in the freezer, it's really convenient. I stick it out, or my husband does it, pours in like a non-dairy milk for me, and then a protein powder. And then we smoothie it up, and then he drops it off on my table, and I'm super grateful.
That's awesome. I see on the screen that she's about to say, so it's probably not healthy if you're a dietitian. Listen, Mila, I do the same thing, especially on days where I am super, super busy, but I know I need something in my stomach or else I'll be hangry. I go for a protein smoothie. I make sure it's a protein smoothie, like I add protein powder to it so that, because if I just had a fruit smoothie, it's not all that satiating. I usually end up hungry very soon after that. But with a protein smoothie, adds a little bit more calories and just fills me up a lot better. So it is healthy. It is better than not eating anything. And a lot of the times I've had to have these discussions with my clients where they'll be like, oh my gosh, I was really hungry, but I was running out of time, and so I had XYZ for lunch, when I know that's not really great. But I'm like, it is better than not eating anything. If it's something quick and easy to go, maybe it's not the quote unquote healthiest option, maybe it was more processed than your normal lunch, but hey, you're getting in more nutrition than you would have if you skipped lunch. So I do like this.
It's probably not healthy if you're a dietitian, but sometimes I have a protein smoothie for lunch. Sometimes I do something I call like bowl night, where it's like make your own bowl. And I do like 2 bases, and there'll be like a salad base and a grain base, like quinoa, and then I'll just chop up a bunch of vegetables and cook a bunch of stuff, and then you make your own veggie bowl, so to speak. My kid is a pescatarian. She does not eat meat. So because she doesn't eat meat, neither does my husband. And so I don't cook 2 separate meals because I'm not a restaurant. It's oftentimes much easier for me just to do a fish and a healthy meal throughout the week. So that's kind of what we do. So I do salmon, fishes. There's a service that I use, guys. You can pick like 2 meals, 2 dinners a night or whatever, and they send you all the groceries for said meal with like a recipe. So I do that twice a week, and it's been lovely. Okay, so I'm also super fortunate. I have a mom that lives like 15 minutes away from me. I mean, with my dad, but my mom. And my mom is an incredible cook and has cooked her whole life. I never went out to eat. I always had home cooked meals. And she still thinks that she's cooking for 4 people when really it's just her and my dad.
Leftovers.
And so when I kind of had kids, she started like cooking for all of us.
That's awesome.
So once a week, she drops off food at our house, and it's always like, unbelievable food that my mom makes. Russian meals is like a lot of food, just at all times. The obvious, you can start with pelmeni, you can start with vareniki. Then you can do borscht, which is like a very Russian-y soup, also made of beets. But if you don't like beets, don't eat it. The Russians like smoked fish, or fish in general, pickled fish, smoked fish. Russians, or Ukrainians, I know, we're living in a time where I don't even know what to call myself anymore. They like to pickle things, mostly because we had winters, and so that's how you survive, is by pickling food. So we pickle everything. My mom's a master pickler.
That's awesome.
If you've never tried pickled watermelon, it's delicious. Smoked herring, delicious. You eat it with some warm potatoes, a little olive oil, a little dill.
I love, like, the overall theme of this interview is she's not putting too much pressure on herself. It's chill. She gets her food from all different places. And she makes it work, especially with her busy lifestyle. How, like, she's eating very healthy, clearly healthy and balanced, but she's not putting too much pressure on it. It's just refreshing that a celebrity there's no stress associated with it necessarily.
I get my fresh veggies and my fresh food from Imperfect Food, for instance, is one of them, or Misfit Market is another one.
I love that.
And they have amazing groceries that don't always look so pretty, but they're wonderful and organic and delicious. So I order groceries from there. I supplement sometimes from the grocery store. I am fortunate enough where my father-in-law gifted me like salmon and cod that's freshly caught from Alaska, and they deliver it in
I'm so
a flash
jealous
frozen
right now.
refrigerator thing. It's not like crazy expensive either, by all means, and I stick it in the freezer, and then we have like this amazing fish for a year or half a year. Oh wait, on Fridays I like to say it's leftover day, and so my husband has to, it's everything but the kitchen sink meal, and that's what he gets. He gets all the leftovers to clear out the whole fridge. We eat dinner all as a family. Oh, we order out from everywhere. I love to order food that I don't make. For instance, I don't make sushi. I will order out sushi.
I'm the same way. I will try my best to learn how to make new meals at home. Like I recently just made spring rolls. I've been trying to get into more Vietnamese food, so I've made pho before. I've never made sushi at home. I just feel like there's certain things that either are way too time consuming to make at home or too complicated for me and my small like little pea brain when it comes to cooking, that you just gotta order out. Sushi is definitely one of them, but I will learn it one day. I will get good at it, and then it's game over. That's gonna be my whole breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of my life if I learn how to make sushi, like good tasting sushi. We'll see though. She is so relatable, it's weird. Like that someone of her, I guess, status, I'm sure a lot of moms can relate to this. Just the way she's going about her day and like everything but the kitchen sink meal. Like there's just one day out of the week you gotta have leftovers, everything to clear out the fridge. That is great. I love that she is against wasting food, and she even goes as far as to order from Misfit Markets and Imperfect Foods. I love those. That actually just like came back into my mind because I've been telling myself I want to do that. So I'm like, this doesn't make me so happy.
I don't do Thai, I will order out Thai. I don't do Indian, I will order out Indian. Pizza? We just did get a pizza oven, so we made our own pizzas for the first time. My daughter puts pineapple and olives, cheese and tomato sauce. My son likes tomato sauce and a very light amount of cheese. My husband does mushrooms, jalapenos, and olives on his cheese, tomato sauce. Ooh, my beverage of choice. It's water because it's healthy for you. My honest beverage of choice is a glass of wine and water because you gotta stay hydrated. And then I also now have become obsessed with, I blame the kids, but the whole family now loves Poppy. Okay, Poppy beverages. Anybody here? Poppy? Olipop? I feel like it's because it says prebiotic. I'm like, well, clearly this is healthy.
You know, I thought the same thing about it, and I was getting it for a while, but then I realized that it really hurts my stomach, and I was really depressed because Olipop root beer tastes so freaking good, and I realized like one of the reasons I was having upset stomach was because of the fiber, like how fiber dense it was, and my body just couldn't tolerate it. I might try it again one day. We'll see. But that is very heavily marketed to be a healthy beverage, and it is a healthier alternative to soda, but it's not for everybody.
After dinner, the children are always allowed like to have a bite of something sweet, you know, always. Then they go to bed, and then my husband and I open the freezer and have ice cream every night. So we lie. I'm really sorry. When you go to bed, Daddy opens the freezer and takes out a carton of ice cream, and we have a couple bites of the ice cream every night. Because we're adults and we can. You cannot, and that's okay.
Hey,
ooh, girl, what kind of...
At least she does not deprive her children of sweet things, because now if they're able to have sweets in moderation, lowers the pressure and any associated feeling of guilt or shame surrounding sweet foods that we often see in children who are brought up in a household where treats are only rewards, like it's off limits. So I like that she at least allows them, you know, every day to have something sweet. That was a big part of my growing up too. Like after dinner, I always had a dessert. And I am very fortunate to say that for most of my childhood, I had a very positive outlook on food and a very positive relationship with food. And I think one of the many reasons was because I was allowed to eat what I wanted to eat. And that included sweets. So I never really went overboard with it. So I love that that's her approach. And I love that she also indulges herself.
Ice cream. We have so much ice cream. People know I love ice cream. And so for my birthday, they send me like ice cream of the month clubs or like some sort of variety. We have so much, we always have ice cream. I love ice cream. My kids love ice cream. My husband loves ice cream. It's my favorite food group. Everything. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even know how to answer what kind of ice cream.
Okay, I'm confused though, because she did emphasize that she has like non-dairy milk and non-dairy creamer. So is she lactose intolerant or does she just prefer those? Either way.
I can tell you like food. We love eating food. We have eaten at, I would say, every ice cream place in Los Angeles. It's what we like to do is drive around and try new ice cream shops.
But see, the like social aspect, the connection around food is so important, and that is so important to foster in a household as well. Like that is so sweet that they do that. This is making me so happy. It's almost over. I think we'll get through the rest of this video without me pausing it. Fingers crossed.
It's like this dude that owns it, he's older, he's owned it forever. It's in a strip mall, it's not fancy, and it's damn good ice cream. And that's everything I eat in a day.
Okay. Well, wasn't that just amazing? I'm glad this was a positive experience. If you have any takeaways or any questions for me, leave them in the comments below. Let me know if this is something you would like to continue to see me do. I am more than happy to do this. I think it's so fun. I love talking about food. I love sharing my knowledge with you all. If you have any other topics you want me to discuss in these videos, please let me know. I'm still like, I just recorded the Kardashians video today as well. I know they're not gonna come out at the same time, but that's why I was kind of like comparing and contrasting with the way that I saw Courtney handling food and her mindset around food. So I apologize for that. I probably shouldn't have done that as much in this video. But hey, if you're watching them back to back, it don't really matter. Anyways, I hope you actually, wait, because I'm gonna forget. I am going to forget to tell you to subscribe. I did it the last time I recorded, not gonna do it again. Please subscribe to the channel and please like and share and do all of those amazing things because I want to be a YouTuber. I have decided. Even though I do a lot of other things too. As of right now, I am a registered dietitian, a certified personal trainer, a hair model, a hip hop dancer. I started horseback riding again. I'm doing so many things, but I want to be a YouTuber and I need your help to make it a reality for me again. Because I used to be very good at this and then I stopped. I don't want to be a TikToker. I want to be a YouTuber. As simple as that. So, I love you all. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, weekend, night, whenever you are watching this video, and I will see you later.